What do you wish your friends knew about your eye, or what would you like them to know?
I'd like them to know that I don't have tentacles, because they always say the mick, and they always ask me to take out my eye and say someone tries to attack me, they keep telling me to take out my eye and just gobble them up.
Wow, the tentacles thing. What does the tentacles thing come from?
I don't know. They think because you know how it's red. They think it's like an octopus behind there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, loads of people are surprised that it's not complete sphere. It's just a flat thing. That's usually shocking to people.
Yeah, I wish that people had a little bit more knowledge to start with. I mean, obviously it's such a rare thing to have an artificial eye, but I wish sort of every time they're does it roll away? And you kind of have to explain that that's not how it actually works. And I also wish they knew that sometimes it's not going to look the same as my other eye, and sometimes it's not going to look in the right direction. But that's kind of just normal, and it's not generally uncomfortable. I feel like sometimes they worry about that.
Well, most of them do, but the main thing I tell my friends is just be on my left side, because my left eye is my good eye, and just get used, it's not a big deal, but just get used to me wanting to go on the right side, because sometimes they're wait, where are you, what are you doing? I'm trying to move to the other side, and yeah, that's kind of the main thing.
Yeah, I definitely second that. I do exactly the same with my friends.
Yeah.
I'd also say as well, where you're a bit slow behind them in a crowd and you've got to take your time with things, that's something I'd like them to understand. Things don't move as quickly for us, we have to be extra careful where we're going. Yeah, just mobility and balance wise, really.
What do you normally tell your friends about your eyes, or when do you normally tell them?
For me, it's super random. There's no sort of plan with it. It's because I don't really it's not really I don't really see it as a big deal when I tell people. So sometimes I'll just tell them literally casually, the first time I meet them, and just see what happens. But sometimes I literally will not tell them for a year unless I feel they need to. And I usually don't want to make a big deal out of anything. I don't want to so I don't really like talking about it, but yeah, it's kind of random.
I think it's the same with me, because when I'm talking to more than one friend, they're looking at the wrong eye, so then they think I'm talking to them when I'm talking to someone else. And it's the same when I'm walking down, when I'm walking from school to home. People from other schools, they see me who are you looking at? And it's a bit annoying, because when you first meet someone, if there's a big difference between your real eye and your fake eye, then they kind of they ask lots of questions, and still now after 3 years of knowing them, they still ask, can you take out your eye in the middle of lesson?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it varies from interaction to interaction. Like I was saying to you guys earlier, there was one time I was in a class, and I'd been paired up with someone, and I cracked up a joke in the middle of the lab saying, oh, I worked hard to keep my vision the way it is. And then they were like, no, you didn't. And I'm well, actually, I kind of did. But other times it is just whenever I feel I've gained enough of a sort of trusting sort of thing, and I feel comfortable around a person, that's when I feel I can start to kind of be open about it.
See, I find that so interesting, because I always feel I'm so much more comfortable around a person once I've told them about my eye, because it just makes me feel so much more like I can be myself.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting to hear what everyone else feels about that, because obviously it's such a personal thing for everyone else.
I always feel it's inevitable that people are going to ask. So sometimes I find it easier to just get it out of the way, and then like you say, it's you can be a bit more with yourself. You don't need to worry about people just staring at you confused, wondering why you look like that. But
I find it always ends up being fine. Personally, I've never had someone actually be weirded out by it, or people just oh, that's cool. It's it's always more worse than you think, basically. I guess that's what anxiety is.